Let's go places. The Thunder kicking off a 3-game road trip not far from home down in downtown Dallas, squaring off against the Mavericks for the third and final time this season, picking up the series sweep 100-87. That is a season low for the Dallas Mavericks. The Thunder's defense absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. Everybody got in on the action in this game, knocking down shots from behind the arc, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with yet another exemplary offensive performance. 30 points for him, and the Thunder walk away victorious. Hey everybody, welcome back inside of American Airlines Center and into Thunder Live. I'm Paris Lawson alongside the Thunder's very own Royce Young. And Royce, we talked about it coming into this game. This is a very different looking Dallas Mavericks team than the Thunder played earlier this season. And OKC knew defensively, just sticking to their principles and what they hang their hat on each night, being disruptive and turning defense into offense. Well, that was the formula for the Thunder here today.
No question, Paris. And defense really was kind of the name of the game tonight. Yeah. You know, you look at a scoreboard and a box score where you win a game by 13 and you only shoot 8 of 39 from 3. You've got to do a lot of other things really well. Defense to offense was a big part of this. The Thunder forced a lot of Mavericks turnovers and were able to convert those. Thunder won the possession battle, took more shots than the Mavericks did. And then also the Thunder were extremely efficient on 2-point shots, almost 65% from 2 tonight. Didn't have it going from 3, but the OKC could have really opened this one up if they could have just knocked a few more shots down. But again, this is where you kind of lean into those margin areas of the game. You can't always count on great shooting every single night. Thunder have shot the ball really quite well over the last month and a half or so. Didn't shoot it great tonight. Still got a double-digit win, though, because they did all those other things really well.
It kind of gave Dallas a little dose of their own medicine in terms of getting out in transition and running that defense really flowing well into the open court. And it led to some quality offense that we also saw in this ball game here tonight. The Thunder's ball movement always leads to some great balanced scoring. It gets so many different players involved. And in this game, Royce, we saw the Thunder dish out 22 assists. And it's just so beautiful to see the ball getting going in this blender that Coach Dagnall talks about.
That sequence right there with Hart to Chet was kind of what started to create some separation on the scoreboard as OKC really started to build some rhythm. And you can see, as we talk about so often, Paris, it's not just one guy that's generating ball movement. It is hitting multiple hands. The ball's flying all over the court. I love Hart connecting the floor right there at the free throw line, swinging it to Chet in the corner. Again, that makes the Thunder so difficult to guard when you're not just looking at one guy to create offense. The ball is moving all over the court, and it's everybody assisting everybody.
Yeah, take a look at these final stats and how even things are at the top third of this. Now, the bottom half, that's where the Thunder was able to win this game. The points off turnovers, the turnovers, points in the paint, getting out in transition, to your point, Royce, just winning on the margins of this one. And that's the Thunder to a T. They want to be a team that is kind of weatherproof, whether the shot's falling or whether it's not. So those are things that are always variant outside of your control most nights. What you can always control is your effort on the glass and on the defensive end.
Yeah, the Thunder never want to be a one-pitch or even two-pitch team. They want to have a full arsenal to go to. And, you know, because as we all know, over 82 games, you're going to run into games where you just don't knock down the shots. The Thunder got great looks throughout the game. And, you know, that's when the Thunder can really electrify teams, is when if you turn 8 threes into 15 tonight, that's 21 extra points. And this scoreboard is a lot more lopsided. And OKC easily could have done that, but they still get a very comfortable double-digit win because they did all those other things so well throughout the game.
Yeah, getting a win, that's the most important part. And the Thunder able to do that because of the priorities that they have each night. And that is always on controlling what you can control. The Thunder picking up the series sweep against the Dallas Mavericks. All right, stay with us here on Thunder Live because one of the contributors in this one, it's Chet Holmgren getting the job done on both ends of the court. More on him when we come back. Thunder Live on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. The Thunder kicked off a 3-game road trip here in Dallas and a comfortable 187 victory over the Mavs. After the game, our very own Nick Gallo caught up with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai, you guys took control of this game early in the first quarter. On the road, what's important for you all to establish?
Good stops, get out and run, get good looks. Above all, just play the right way on both ends. Those are the things that translate, whether the ball's going in or out. You got to have the right intentions, play the right way, and I think we did that tonight.
You always seem to bring the best of yourself, home or road. You set an NBA record tonight, 59 straight games on the road with at least 20 points, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record. What do you want to bring to a game, to an arena every time you step on a road court?
Well, they don't get to see me as much as our home fans do, so that's first and foremost. Try to get them experience they never forget, but ultimately I'm just trying to go out there and win, do whatever it takes.
As a playmaker, you got your scoring, but then you seem to get these little flurries from guys throughout the game. You know, Isaiah Joe, Jared McCain, Alex Caruso, so many different guys that can give you these little punches. What does that do for you during the flow of a 48-minute game?
Yeah, it makes the game easy. Teams really have to pick their poison defensively, whether they're going to sell out with my drive and my playmaking, or if they're going to guard my teammates. And that's just a battle that we've gone through year in and year out, and we're getting better at it each and every year. The guys get better, and my teammates get better. It makes me better.
Thank you so much. Congrats on the road win.
Appreciate it.
The model of consistency, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with 30 points in this ball game here tonight. Now 59 straight road games with at least 20 points, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record. Anytime you go above Wilt Chamberlain, you're doing something right in the NBA.
I mean, there's not very many people that can do anything in a stat book that goes above Wilt Chamberlain. So absolutely Paris. But what we've seen from SGA, and this has been just such a thing for him over the last few years, is the consistency night in and night out. And there's a lot of players in the NBA that can be very consistent on their home floor. They're comfortable there.
Yeah.
But it's unusual to be that consistent on the road where, but in this building tonight, I mean, for points of it kind of felt like a home game. There was a lot of Thunder fans tonight, some MVP chants, some OKC chants, but I do love it, and I'm sure Shai loves it too. When SGA was hitting those late dagger buckets, you can just hear the kind of the groans from a road crowd, because it's like the most respect you can pay a great player, and that's what they were giving SGA.
Yeah, Shai is all about winning, and those sort of buckets, well, those contribute to some great wins like we saw here tonight for Oklahoma City. And another big contributor in tonight's win for Oklahoma City, it was our forward player of the game, and this is Chet Holmgren, who's coming off of a career-high 21 rebounds against the Denver Nuggets. Tonight, boys, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, stuffing the stat sheet.
It was kind of a quiet 19 other than this two. This two was very loud, where Dwight Powell went down completely as Chet Holmgren just sat him down with a complete ankle breaker. But Chet was just very efficient and methodical. A lot of dunks tonight. Great big-to-big action.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, the rebounding, very active on the glass again. But, this is what Chet Holmgren does. I mean, he just plays his game, lets the offense come to him where it does. There's some offensive putbacks, some lob stuff, but just, not really ever forcing the action to get to his 19 points. And you love to see that with a guy like him. Very unselfish, very efficient.
He's one of those guys that he can certainly stuff the stat sheet more than what we see from night to night, and he impacts the game more than what the box score is able to show. But on some nights, it's undeniable with